hopefully some of these inventive approaches being taken by some of the bigger clubs at the moment, the likes of Paul Pogba going to Monaco, for example, Olivier Giroud, another fellow 2018 World Cup winner coming back to France with Lille. Those clubs bringing in those kind of big names, that does kind of make the product a little sexier, a little more interesting. They're storylines that people will want to follow over the course of the season. But I do think it's really, really important. And I think it in part explains as well why Lyon weren't allowed to fail and drop down to Ligue 2 with the situation that they were facing earlier this summer, is that French football needs all of its biggest clubs to be at the top of the domestic pyramid in order for the product to really be viable and potentially be successful. But the thought of having potentially Saint-Etienne and Lyon playing their derby in the second tier this coming season was just completely unthinkable. And I think ultimately, in terms of French football having, the strongest product possible, it does require those biggest clubs to be at the top level and competing, and ultimately, hopefully, putting a bit of pressure on PSG, not necessarily in the short term future, but in the medium to long term for sure.